episode, Auditor Yardley Ski is calmly filming a police station through the gates when chaos erupts. Out of nowhere, a sergeant storms up from behind, grabs hold of him and tries to shut him down on the spot. Yardley stands his ground, but the sergeant spirals, detaining him in one of the sloppiest, most reckless displays of procedure you'll ever see. And if that wasn't enough, another sergeant appears, flips Yardley the middle finger, and slips back inside like nothing happened. Yardley took the case straight to HNK solicitors, sued them, and walked away with a payout.
What are you doing?
What are you coming up to me? Why are you coming up to me? Why are you coming up to me asking me what am I doing? Do you know what I'm doing? I'm trying to use the photosensitive light systems.
Don't do it.
Listen, don't tell me don't. I'll do it to whatever I want to.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Are you?
So
no, you're not a police officer. You're just a member of the public.
Come on, come round to...
You're just a member of the public.
Come round to the station.
You're a member of the public. Prove to me you're a police officer.
Just wait there.
No, I'm not going to wait here. Get lost.
Where
Don't tell me what to do. What do you mean, where am I going? Going where I want to go.
Where are you going?
I'm going where I want to go. Listen. Don't touch me. Do not touch me.
Wait here.
No.
Wait.
No. Prove that you're a police officer. Don't touch me. I'm standing in the...
Don't push me.
I'll push you.
Don't.
You're a member of the public.
I'm a police officer.
No, you're not.
Look at that.
Don't start with me.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Mate.
Don't call me mate either. Don't call me mate.
Calm down.
You calm down. Get out of my way.
The sergeant sets the...
Right from the first second, the sergeant sets the wrong tone. He storms up in plain clothes, barking at Yardley to stop filming, but completely skips the one thing that matters: identify himself. No uniform, no introduction. To Yardley and anyone else watching, he looks like any other person off the street. Yardley picks up on that right away and asks for ID, which is just basic self-protection. Any officer in plain clothes is supposed to clearly say who they are and why they're getting involved. But instead of doing that, the sergeant makes things worse. Yardley moves back, trying to stay calm, but the sergeant immediately uses force, grabbing him and blocking his path. This isn't a professional stop. It's a clumsy, physical approach with zero authority established beforehand. And even when Yardley asks again for ID, the sergeant just flashes a badge quickly, with no name, no rank, and no proper explanation.
He's assaulting me.
What's going on?
What do you mean you saw him push him? There's cameras up there and I'm making sure I'm getting the camera. He hasn't identified himself. He's a member of the public.
Yes, he's holding his own.
I don't care. He hasn't said who he is. Let go of me. Let's go. Of course he does.
Recording the...
Of course I am. I'm in a public place. Listen, let go of me.
Will you stop
let go of me. If you touch me as well. Who are you? Identify yourself.
I am police officer Paul Veazey, Sergeant Veazey, based at this police station.
So why didn't you identify yourself when I told you to?
Because I asked you what you were doing.
I don't care. You're a member of the public. Until you identify yourself, you're a member of the public. Is he not a member of the public until he identifies himself?
No.
Of course he is. And then he's trying to tell me...
Listen to what he's saying, because he's detained you at the minute.
Take your bag off, please.
No. No.
Okay, I will take your bag off.
Listen, stop. If he touches me, you know this is illegal.
No, because you're detained for a search.
Under what section? Under what section?
Calm down.
Under what
Stop
section?
grabbing me.
Under what section? Why are you detaining me for a search first? Under what section? Under what section?
Will you stop grabbing
me? Under what section?
Calm down.
Under what section is he stopping me?
By the time another officer comes outside, the situation is already out of hand. The sergeant has gone straight into detaining Yardley without ever explaining why. It's such a mess that the second officer has to step in and actually tell Yardley he's being detained, something the sergeant should have done right away. Under Section 28 of PACE, officers are legally required to tell you two things when detaining you. First, that you are being detained, and second, why. It's not optional, and it can't be delayed until later. It has to happen right then and there. When Yardley asks under what law he's being held, the sergeant doesn't answer. He stalls, dodges, clearly try to think of something to justify what he's already done. And that says everything. If you can't explain the legal power you're using, you have no business laying hands on someone. Especially not...
Dude, but under what section? Until he tells...
I'm the one that's detained you.
Tell him. Ask him. Ask him what section.
Right, take your hand out.
No, ask him what section.
Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
And what makes you think I'm a terrorist?
Because you are recording police officers' number plates.
Which I can't... No.
Through a gate.
That doesn't... No, listen.
You tell me what you're doing.
Now he... Right, he's overstepping his boundaries right now. and he's assaulting me, constantly assaulting
Right,
me.
he's told you to section now.
Alright then, okay, alright then, I'll relax, alright then. Wait.
Take your bag off then.
Just wait.
You're saying you're relaxed, take your bag off.
Alright, listen,
Relax.
I've got a camera in my hand.
I can
I'm
see
trying
that.
to
We've
do
got cameras on us.
too many things at once.
But why specific?
But I can.
You can film what you
Well
like.
then,
Why are you filming inside
if I can
the
film
station?
what I like, which is just what
Why-
you've just
why are
said,
you filming inside the
because
station?
I can lawfully, I'm not doing anything wrong, illegal, nothing.
No one showed you doing.
Yes, you have. You said you're detaining me under section 43. You're suspecting me of being a terrorist. You're a nutter. That's what you are.
After dodging the question multiple times, the sergeant finally lands on Section 43 of the Terrorism Act to justify the stop. But when Yardley asks the obvious follow-up, what are the actual ground for suspicion? The sergeant says it's because Yardley was recording police vehicle number plates. That's not just weak, it's legally meaningless. Number plates are meant to be visible in public. There's no law against filming them. In fact, they're designed to be seen and recorded. And in this case, there's no proof that Yardley was even focusing on number plates. He was simply filming the police station through a public gate, which is completely within his rights.
Can you give anyone your details?
I don't need that to do that either. You unlawfully touched me, right? And I'm going to make sure. What's your number? All of your numbers.
Sergeant
Yes, give us your details.
No, go on. What's your?
Sergeant Beasley.
I'm going to film you.
636 AW.
Where are you based at?
Here.
I want to stop search now.
You sure
You're
number's
doing
there?
the stock search.
What's your number?
What's your name?
I can't see your number.
What's your name?
I cannot see your number.
There you go.
I can't see it. You don't know if I've got a disability. Please tell me your number.
You're filming it.
Please tell me your number.
1637.
Thank
What's your
you.
name?
3461 PC Gully.
Okay, I want to stop search. I want a CAD for this. You can't just come and do stuff like that.
Mate, you're recording.
No, don't
in
call
a
me
police
mate
station
either.
right
I'm not
in
your
the
mate.
front Gate.
I can be here.
You can be here.
Well
but that
then.
doesn't make it not suspicious.
I
does
don't
it?
care if it's suspicious. I can be here. I'm doing something legal.
Yeah.
Until
no one said
I
that you
become
haven't.
a criminal, so you think you've got the right to just grab hold of people, twist up my arm. Ah! Look! Look how you've twisted my arm. You just come along and just jumped on. Oh, he told you. He didn't tell me anything.
Yeah,
Section
you did
43 of the Terrorism Act. Under what reason? What?
Yeah,
So that means you
actually-
can just go around, stop people on the street and tell them Section 43?
Can I tell you something?
Go on then.
If every time I try to talk, you talk over
Go on,
me,
tell me
that's
then.
not
Just
how
tell me then. Go on,
As I said,
tell
you're
me.
talking over me again.
Well, tell me.
That's not how conversation works.
Tell me then.
Okay? So if you want, you can listen to what I have
I am
to
going to
say,
listen.
and
So
then
just tell me.
reply
You don't
back.
need to go into all
You
that.
keep talking over me.
I'm talking, so tell me.
So as I said, I arrived here. My colleague explained again to you his grounds, okay? And he asked me to assist with the search, which is why I did.
Okay, so what was
That's
his grounds?
happened, okay?
What was his grounds?
You were filming inside the police
What was the
station.
section?
Filming Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
Okay.
You're filming vehicles, okay, and their rear ends, okay? And obviously there's people coming in custody, this vehicle going in custody, and that can raise suspicion, especially, it's not great, especially when a person is a bit hostile.
It shouldn't raise suspicion if I'm doing nothing illegal. If I'm doing, listen to me, now you listen to me. If I'm doing nothing illegal and I don't need to tell you things,
Yeah.
why then are you trying to say to me it's suspicious that I'm not telling you? Because I don't need to, that's law.
People don't have to tell
Well
us,
then,
okay, but that
so
will-
therefore it doesn't
that-
matter.
Okay.
I'm not doing
That
anything
will
wrong.
raise our
Was I doing anything
Suspicious
wrong?
behaviour is not the same as illegal. That's
Was I
all
doing
we're
anything
telling
wrong?
you You're doing.
What,
You're not
how
doing
how
anything
suspicious
illegal.
was I? By doing what?
By looking through and filming into a police yard.
Into an open gate.
The officers try to argue that Yardley's behavior looks suspicious. But here's the key point they've missed. Suspicion of illegal activity isn't a crime. You can't magically create police powers just because you think someone looks odd doing something lawful. Yardley was filming in a public place, which is 100% legal, and he didn't owe anyone an explanation. Then the sergeant makes one of the strangest comments caught on camera. He says, suspicious behavior isn't the same as illegal. And while that's technically true, he says it like it somehow supports what he's doing. In reality, all it shows is that he knows Yardley isn't breaking the law, but he's still going ahead with the stop under one of the strictest powers available. That's not a slip-up. It's a clear sign that he had no legal basis for using Section 43.
You have escalated. Do you know what I'm doing here? I told you already.
Yeah.
I'm pointing the camera and the light sensors and the photons are catching anything that the eye can see. That's what I'm doing here, legally. The reason why I didn't say anything to you, I'll explain this. You're in plain clothes. You could be anybody.
Yeah.
Right. And because you could be anybody, I don't need to tell you anything. Now, you didn't identify yourself, right? And because you didn't identify yourself and you touched me, you assaulted me, right, in the very beginning. Before you detained me, you assaulted me because I said to you, who are you? And you refused to tell me. Now, if that's not being a corrupt police officer, I don't know what is. Because if I ask you who you are, you should have told me. Not try to get me on something which you feel is suspicious. I think you not identifying yourself is very suspicious. What have you got to hide? Huh? What have you got to hide?
It's not a conversation.
What have you got to hide? Oh, it will go somewhere. Don't worry about that.
This is where the sergeant really exposes himself, and Yardley makes him look completely unprofessional. The whole situation blew up because of the sergeant's own bad decisions. If he had just calmly introduced himself, shown ID, and explained what he was doing, as required under Pace Code G, Yardley would have likely answered him without any fuss. But the sergeant didn't do that. He was in plain clothes, looked like any ordinary person, and Yardley made the smart choice not to engage with a stranger demanding answers. That's not being difficult. That's just common sense. Instead of following the rules, the sergeant let his pride get in the way. He got upset about being questioned, lost his cool, and used physical force to grab and push Yardley. That's not legal policing. That's assault. Done because the officer couldn't handle being challenged.
I just want the none.
You refused, okay, no worries.
What did you say?
I've identified myself to you several times.
After detaining me?
Yes.
After detaining me?
Yes, after
Okay,
detaining
cool.
me.
I'm glad you said it after.
Thank you.
Because that's illegal. How can you stop somebody and pull them up and yank them up and then afterwards say that you're detaining them without identifying yourself? What have you got to hide? Tell me. Are you one of those 100 or 1,000 police officers that are being vetted and been seeing if you've done anything wrong in your career? Have you done anything wrong in your career? Have you been misogynistic? Huh? Are you part of any WhatsApp groups? Huh? Are you being investigated by the police like IOPC? Is that why you didn't want to identify yourself? Joker.
Okay, thank you. Off you go.
No, tell me, undetain me.
You are undetained from your search.
Yeah, and next time I can go where I want, right?
Yes,
Don't
and
try
next
to stop
time
me.
it will still
Don't
be
try to
suspicious.
stop.
The search turned up nothing. The sergeant finally backed off and told Yardley to go. But, and this is important, he never actually said the words to make it clear that the detention had ended. That might seem like a small thing, but it's a requirement under Pace Code C3.8. Officers must clearly tell someone when they're no longer being detained and are free to leave. By skipping that step, the sergeant left everything in a gray area. Yardley was no longer being searched, but he hadn't been officially released either. So Yardley had to be the one to bring it up, reminding the sergeant that he hadn't been undetained. That flips the whole encounter. The civilian had to correct the officer on what the law says and how it should be followed.
Full court. So we get
It's
going.
a public. It's publicly
It's not
accessible.
public.
It
This
is.
isn't public.
It is.
Let's get
I've
going.
already had this conversation. Didn't you stop me from leaving? You stopped me from leaving,
Yes,
didn't you?
because I've
yeah, you stopped me
detained
from
you for a
leaving.
search.
Get lost.
Thank you.
Foxtrot
Get going.
Oscar.
Go away.
Foxtrot Oscar.
Go on. Get going.
You touch me
Go
again,
away.
and that will
Go.
definitely be another.
Go
If
away
he
now.
touches me again, I want him
ask you
arrested.
something? Okay,
If he touches me again, I want him
Can you
arrested.
listen? Can you listen to what I
I am
have to
going
say?
of my own. What do
That's
they
fine,
call it?
that's fine.
I'm walking of my own
You're
path.
well.
The final moment is where things really show why Yardley's work matters. After the sergeant walked away, Yardley decided to test things a little. He repeated a line an officer had once said to him before. "How's your mum?" When Yardley had complained about it in the past, the police brushed it off as a friendly question. But now, when Yardley says it, the second sergeant drops all professionalism. He sneers, gives Yardley the middle finger on camera, and walks back inside the station. That kind of behavior, flipping off a member of the public while in uniform, is as unprofessional as it gets. But here's the good part. Thanks to Yardley's filming, this kind of behavior doesn't just disappear. It gets documented. It has consequences. Yardley didn't have to argue or prove anything. The officers did all the damage themselves. The whole incident was passed to HNK solicitors, and as expected, the case was settled. Yardley received £750 in compensation, yet again paid out of the public purse. All because a few officers couldn't follow the law and let their egos take over. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me keep producing this kind of independent coverage. Also, make sure to check out Yardley Ski's channel. I've linked it in the description below. Show him some support. Thanks for watching.